Welcome to our 3D printer buyer's guide. Whether you're a hobbyist, a professional, or just starting out, buying a 3D printer can be an exciting and daunting experience. With so many options on the market, how do you know what to look for? In this video, we'll guide you through the key features to consider when buying a 3D printer. We'll provide links in the description to our top 5 product comparisons video, where you can find current prices, check if they are on sale, and if there are any discount offers. You will find that and more in the description below. If you like the video or learned something, give it your vote by hitting the like and subscribe button. Also feel free to leave a comment. Your vote helps guide us on what topics to choose to create future videos. Let's dive in. 3D printer types. Do you plan on printing small objects or large ones? Do you need high precision, or can you settle for less accuracy? These questions will help guide you in selecting the right 3D printer for your needs. The two most common types of 3D printers for small-scale use are the FDM and SLA, each with their own unique features and benefits. FDM, or Fused Deposition Modelling printers, use a spool of plastic filament that is heated and extruded through a nozzle to create the object layer by layer. This method is known for its affordability and ease of use, making it a great choice for beginners and hobbyists. However, the resulting prints may not have the same level of detail and smoothness as SLA prints. SLA, or Stereolithography printers, on the other hand, use a laser to cure a liquid resin, layer by layer, to create the object. This process creates a smoother finish and higher level of detail, making it a popular choice for creating intricate objects such as jewelry or dental molds. However, SLA printers can be more expensive and require more maintenance. When choosing between an FDM and SLA printer, it's important to consider your budget, the level of detail you need for your projects, and your experience with 3D printing. Both types of printers have their own advantages and limitations, and the choice ultimately depends on your individual needs and preferences. For large-scale commercial applications, the SLS, Selective Laser Sintering, and DLP, Digital Light Processing, are two additional types of 3D printing technologies that we will cover off, so you have a well-rounded knowledge on the subject matter. SLS printers use a laser to fuse together small particles of powdered material, such as nylon or metal, to create a solid object. This allows for the creation of complex shapes and structures, as well as the ability to print with multiple materials at once. SLS printing is commonly used in industries such as aerospace, automotive, and medical. DLP printing uses a projector to project a pattern onto a liquid resin that hardens when exposed to light, creating a solid object layer by layer. This technology is capable of producing highly detailed and smooth prints, making it a popular choice for creating prototypes and jewelry. Additionally, DLP printers can print multiple objects at once, making them efficient for mass production. Overall, FDM and SLA printers lean towards being a small-scale printer for individual projects, with the SLS and DLP printers being for mass production in a factory-style environment. In this guide, we will be focusing on the FDM and the SLA printers. The next thing to consider is the build volume. The build volume refers to the maximum size of the object that can be printed on the 3D printer. This specification varies greatly among different 3D printers, with some capable of printing small objects and others capable of printing much larger ones. If you plan on printing larger objects, make sure to choose a 3D printer with a larger build volume. However, keep in mind that larger build volumes usually come with a higher price tag. Another important feature to consider is the resolution. This refers to the thickness of each layer that the printer can create. The thinner the layer, the higher the resolution and the smoother the surface of the object. This is measured in microns, with smaller numbers indicating higher resolution. If you need to print objects with fine details or intricate designs, you'll need a printer with a high resolution. The third specification to consider is the print speed. Print speed refers to how quickly the 3D printer can print an object. This specification is measured in millimeters per second, with higher numbers indicating faster printing. If you plan on printing large quantities of objects, you may want to choose a 3D printer with a higher print speed. The nozzle size has an impact on speed. The nozzle determines the thickness of the extruded filament, which affects the print speed and resolution. A smaller nozzle size will produce higher resolution prints but will take longer to print. A larger nozzle size will print faster but with lower resolution. The bed is where the object is printed. It's important to choose a printer with a bed that's level and can be easily adjusted. A level bed ensures that the object is printed evenly, while the ability to adjust the bed allows you to compensate for any unevenness or warping. The software that comes with the printer is also important. It should be easy to use and have a range of features to help you design and print your objects. Some printers come with proprietary software, while others are compatible with open-source software such as Cura or Prusa Slicer. Finally, let's talk about filaments. This is the material that the printer uses to create the object. PLA, or polylactic acid, is the most common filament and is easy to use and environmentally friendly. ABS, or acrylonitrile butadiene styrene, is another common filament that's more durable and heat-resistant. Other filaments include PETG, TPU, and nylon, each with their own properties and uses. PETG, or polyethylene terephthalic glycol, is a strong, flexible, and easy-to-use filament that is similar to PET, the material commonly used to make plastic bottles. It is a popular choice for printing parts that require strength and durability, such as phone cases, toys, and mechanical parts. TPU, or thermoplastic polyurethane, is a flexible and rubber-like filament that can be stretched and bent without breaking. It is commonly used to print phone cases, watch bands, and other flexible objects. TPU is available in different hardness levels, from very soft to very hard, making it a versatile material for different applications. Nylon is a strong and durable filament that is used in a wide range of applications, including automotive, aerospace, and medical industries. It has a high tensile strength, which means it can withstand stress and pressure without breaking. Nylon is also resistant to abrasion, chemicals, and heat, making it a good choice for printing gears, bearings, and other mechanical parts. When choosing a filament, consider the properties of the material and how they match your intended use. Each filament has its own strengths and weaknesses, and some are better suited for specific applications than others. It's also important to choose a filament that is compatible with your printer's extruder, as not all filaments can be used with all printers. In summary, when buying a 3D printer, consider the type of printer, the build volume, the resolution, the nozzle size, the bed, the software, and the filament. These factors will determine the quality and functionality of your 3D prints. With the right 3D printer, you can turn your ideas into reality and create objects that are limited only by your imagination. The price of a 3D printer will depend on the features and capabilities you are seeking, from a few $100s to thousands of dollars. If you are on a tight budget, look for a 3D printer that meets your basic needs. You can always start off on a lower-priced 3D printer and develop your skills and upgrade later. So, there you have it, the 3D printer's buyer's guide, so you'll be able to make an informed decision before you buy. Remember, if you liked the video or learned something, give it your vote by hitting the like and subscribe button. Links to more 3D printer comparison videos can be found in the description below. Bye for now.